Hey, what's up guys? I'm here in Central Rock Gym Watertown. I'm with two amazing coaches, Ryan and Jess. We're gonna go over what everyone has been asking for. Rice bucket exercises.
Rice bucket is really good for forearms and your wrist. You can warm up with the rice bucket.
Strengthen your extensors,
You can get blood flow through your forearms and your fingers.
your antagonist muscles.
And you can also use it for stabilizers in your wrist.
Can help to prevent injury.
By the way, I brought my own personal rice bucket. Look at this bad boy. Boom! Okay, I know it's glitter, it was a gift, but I'm owning it, I love it.
First for every day of rock climbing is warming up, low impact. So you're not putting most of your hand in the rice. Grab the rice, get the blood flowing. You can go the other way. You're gonna work both your flexors and your extensors that way. You can also stick your hand in and kind of pinch the rice.
And then we just do this motion just to reset the rice.
You can't just jump into climbing after this. It's just like if you need something else to start your blood flow before you pull onto the wall. This is purely an addition, not a substitution. So next is antagonist muscles. As climbers, clearly we're using the front of our forearms. That's called our flexor tendons, and that's what helps us close our hands and hold on to holds. But we don't do a lot of using our extensors. Extensors are on the backside of our forearm. Although we're using them like all the time when they're climbing to keep our wrist in line, they don't get the same kind of force that the front of your arm gets. So we need to do a little bit of balancing out, as well as extensors are really important for endurance training, as they're usually one of the first things to fatigue out before your flexors.
All of the tips, guys, that we're giving you are tips from our experiences that we've learned through rock climbing, but this doesn't substitute for going to see a doctor and actually getting professional medical advice.
Your extensors are what pull your hand back, okay? So to strengthen these, we're gonna start with our hand in line here, and I like to describe this as digging a hole to the bottom of the bucket. So you're gonna go in and you're just going to, along the side of the bucket, try and get to the bottom. It generally takes me around like 26 to 30 goes like this for the back of my forearm to start to feel pumped. But that's when you wanna stop and switch arms. You should get like a small burn and then switch. You will never get to the bottom of the bucket.
Ooh, I can feel it. All right, switch.
Take your hand, put it as a fist into the rice, and then when you get in there, you're gonna, you can count to 5. You can also just move your fingers, but this again is for the outward motion.
If you're not strong enough to put your hand all the way in, you can just do it on the surface like this, where my hand isn't all the way in. So is this right?
A little deeper, but yeah.
My fingers are so weak.
I mean, if you're feeling it, you're getting the...
I'm feeling it.
You're getting the benefits. Do fist down and go back and forth like this.
Okay.
This is gonna train something just slightly different because our fingers aren't extended. Your flexors are gonna be in a different position as we do this. More similar to if you're holding like a big old jug. So we can do this. So yeah, rotations, internal and external rotations. These are purely for wrist stabilization. If there's any sort of move or body position you're in where it's torquing your wrist one way or the other, this is gonna help you keep it in a position that's not gonna get you injured, rather than moving, say, past this hold and it twisting your wrist out of place if your wrist wasn't strong enough to keep you there. Internal rotation, I'm gonna think of it in terms of my thumb. I'm gonna rotate it in, and then external, obviously the other way.
I can tell as I'm starting to fatigue the muscles in my wrist that my shoulder wants to start getting into it to make it easier. So it's really important that if you start noticing that you're really keeping your shoulder back. And then maybe at that point it's time to do your other hand.
So you're gonna, increase your resistance the more surface area you have with the rice. And the more you keep your fingers together as well, that actually decreases resistance. Another extensor exercise, similar to this. Put your hand in, open, and come out. Like that.
Some of those He's got some anger they're letting out.
You don't have to hit the rice really hard. Another wrist stabilization one is keep the fist. You can also do it open hand. That's gonna be harder than this. You're just gonna go around in a circle. Come back. You just go side to side. This is just the rotation.
Thanks guys so much for helping me out. Remember, you can use some of these exercises so that way you guys can help prevent injuries, gain strength, and just help your forearms overall. Okay, so if you guys are thinking about getting some coaching, reach out to Ryan. He works here at Central Rock Gym Watertown. He can get you in touch with either himself to do some private lessons or with another coach. And we'll catch you guys later.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya. You can put it back in your hands and pretend that you're seasoning food with some salt and some more salt.
Oh my gosh.
Season.
If you were desperate, would you eat that rice?
No.
No.
If you were desperate.
Yes. I mean, I'm boiling it, it's fine.